Do you know that your dog might be deeply unhappy right now, and everything about them looks completely normal to you? That is not an exaggeration. A 2025 study through the American Psychological Association confirmed something most dog owners find genuinely uncomfortable. The majority consistently misread their dog's emotional state. Specifically, they miss unhappiness. Not because they don't care, but because dogs are biologically wired to hide distress. They evolved as pack animals, where showing vulnerability meant danger. So they learned to mask it, and they are very good at it. The signs are already there, every single day, in the behaviors you have been watching and completely misreading. The hard part is that most of them look like nothing at all. By the end of this video, you will see your dog completely differently. Stay until sign 7. It connects everything, and it is the one most owners never catch, even those who think they know their dog better than anyone. 1. Excessive licking, and it has nothing to do with grooming. Does your dog lick their paws, their legs, or even the floor for no obvious reason? Most owners write it off as a habit, maybe boredom. But there is something neurological happening underneath most people never understand. When a dog is under chronic stress, their body produces elevated cortisol, the same stress hormone that floods a human system during anxiety. Licking activates the release of beta endorphins, which temporarily suppresses that cortisol spike. Your dog is not being strange. Their brain is literally self-medicating. Research from veterinary behaviorists consistently identifies repetitive licking as one of the most reliable markers of unresolved internal stress. Not a quirk, a signal. The fix? Rule out allergies with your vet first. If the skin is clean, introduce 15 minutes of structured sniff work daily. Scent engagement lowers cortisol faster than almost anything else. It gives the brain a productive outlet instead of a compulsive one. 2. Zoning out on walks. You are walking your dog. They stop, stare at nothing, do not respond to their name. You pull the leash and they follow, but they are not really there. Most owners call this being distracted, but something else is happening entirely. Dogs process the world primarily through scent. Their olfactory system is up to 100,000 times more sensitive than a human's. When a dog shuts down mid-walk, their nervous system is overwhelmed by incoming sensory data. This is a stress response, the canine equivalent of a person going completely blank in a loud, overstimulating room. Not stubbornness, overload. The fix is slowing down. Allow your dog to sniff freely for at least 10 uninterrupted minutes every walk. No rushing, no pulling. That decompression time is neurological regulation that genuinely shifts their stress chemistry over time. Stay with me because sign 5 connects directly to this. 3. Flattened ears, even at home. This is where the guilt tends to hit hardest. Flattened or slightly pinned back ears are not just a reaction to thunder or strangers. When your dog keeps their ears subtly lowered inside their own home, that is chronic baseline anxiety, not a reaction to one moment. A nervous system that never fully powers down. A 2025 review of canine stress indicators found that owners almost universally read this posture as calm and relaxed. It is the exact opposite. The ears stay back because the brain is still quietly scanning for threat, even in what should be the safest place in your dog's entire world. The fix starts with your environment. Check for stressors you have normalized. Unpredictable routines, loud background noise, emotional tension you carry into the room. Dogs absorb the emotional atmosphere around them. They feel what you feel, whether you show it intentionally or not. 4. Yawning when nothing is tiring. Your dog yawns in the middle of a training session. You assume they're bored or losing interest. But yawning is one of the most documented calming signals in canine behavioral science. Researcher Turid Rugas identified it as a stress displacement behavior, something the nervous system triggers to manage internal tension when the dog has no other outlet. If your dog yawns during greetings, during play, or when you raise your voice even slightly, they are communicating something clearly. This is too much right now. The fix is reducing intensity. Shorter sessions, calmer entries, more predictable daily structure. Stress in dogs is cumulative. Small spikes across a day build into something the body cannot reset without intervention.
5.
Withdrawing or sleeping more than usual. If your dog retreats to corners, stops greeting you at the door, or suddenly sleeps far more than before, most owners assume old age or a quiet mood. But in behavioral neuroscience, this pattern has a name: behavioral shutdown, and it tracks directly with what we understand as depression in humans. The American Psychological Association's 2025 framework on animal emotional states flags withdrawal and reduced motivation as two of the clearest markers of canine unhappiness, and the two most frequently mistaken for contentment. When a dog's dopamine system becomes chronically understimulated through isolation, lack of novelty, or unmet social needs, the brain starts conserving energy. They stop initiating, they stop engaging, they look settled. They are not. The fix is reintroducing novelty, new routes, rotated toys, unstructured time with other dogs when possible. The brain needs stimulation to produce the neurochemistry that creates genuine well-being. 6. Avoiding eye contact with you. When your dog looks away as you approach, most owners feel briefly confused and move on. But gaze avoidance is one of the most significant emotional withdrawals a dog can show. It means the relationship has started to feel emotionally unsafe, not from one incident, but from patterns of unpredictability they have been quietly tracking for a long time. Dogs depend on reading facial and emotional cues to feel secure. When they stop seeking connection through eye contact, something between you has quietly broken. Too much correction, not enough calm presence, these accumulate invisibly. The fix is 10 minutes of quiet, undivided attention daily. No commands, no phone, no agenda. Just presence. That rebuilds more trust than most people expect. 7. Eating but never seeming full. Here is the one that ties everything together. Your dog finishes their entire meal and immediately paces, sniffs the floor, or circles back to the bowl. You assume they are just highly food motivated. But chronic stress disrupts the gut-brain axis in dogs the same way it does in humans. Cortisol interferes with the hormonal signals that communicate fullness. A deeply stressed dog can eat a complete meal and genuinely not register that they have eaten because their nervous system is too activated to receive that message. This is not a food problem. It is the body showing you that the stress is systemic. The fix begins at the root. Reduce the overall stress load, increase predictability, and use slow feeder bowls to extend mealtime and give the gut a real chance to signal the brain. Here is what every serious piece of research on this subject keeps returning to. Your dog is not suffering silently because you failed them. They are showing you these signs because somewhere in their biology, they still believe you will understand. Now you do. If any of this felt close to home, drop your dog's name in the comments, and what sign surprised you most? Subscribe if you want to keep understanding what your dog has been trying to tell you. There is so much more they are communicating that most owners never learn to read.